The blue mussel, also known as the common mussel and edible mussels, have many other species that look very similar to them. Their scientific name is Mytilus edulis. These guys live in the northern Atlantic Ocean and the northern Pacific Ocean. For several months, the blue mussel can live in freezing environments. They can be found in intertidal shallow water beside the shoreline and all over the bay. These guys will attach themselves to hard objects like rocks, shells, and pillings. They attach to those objects using byssal threads, a secretion that comes from the byssal glands that's on the foot of the animal. The foot is a hatchet-shaped muscle that pulls the animal. These animals come in purple, brown, and blue. They are triangular in shape and are elongated and have rounded edges, and it is smooth. They grow to be 4 inches long and 2 inches wide. The mussel has both male and female reproductive parts, and when both the sperm and the eggs are fully developed, the blue mussel releases them into the water to start fertilization. Most of the eggs will not get fertilized, and around 1% of the larvae will reach adulthood. The animal limits the nutrition in the egg production to a minimum. They do this to maximize the amount of gametes produced. If adults are stressed out at the start of gametogenesis, they will stop the process. When stressed out and when fresh gametes are around, they reabsorb them. The larvae development can last for as long as 15 to 35 days, depending on the location, temperature, and salinity of the environment. Their first stage is a chelated embryo, and in 24 hours, they will form a trochophore, and at that point, they will be mobile, but will still rely on the yolk for nutrients. They then will hit the veliger stage, where they get a chelated fan-like bump, and then starts filter feeding. They will then hit the juvenile stage, where they can find a place to stick to. After 3 weeks, they will double in size and detach itself and find a new area to permanently stay. These animals spawn from April to September. The resting gonads tend to develop in October to November. Gametogenesis occurs through the winter, and the gonads will mature in early spring. The blue mussel can make up to 5 to 8 million eggs. Larger mussels produce up to 40 million eggs. These animals become sexually mature at 1 to 2 years old. These guys can live for up to 18 to 24 years. Mussels are filter feeders, making them important to keeping the water clean. These are sessile species. These guys can withstand extreme heat, freezing temperatures, and droughts. If left exposed in air, they will survive by passing air over their moist gills to get water. They live in depths of around 5 to 10 meters. They like to live in areas with high salinity. These animals have growth wings that show how old they are.